Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from Group 10 that discussing about global political economy. And we choose to discuss about trade war that happened between US and China. Here's the members of our group. Enjoy our video, guys.
Trade war is when a country retaliates against another by raising import tariffs or placing other restrictions on the opposing country's import.
Trade war between US and China background. This began when US experienced a deficit getting bigger. So Donald Trump as the president decided sign a policy decision on the stipulation of import duty China's product. Donald Trump's policy against China has caused tension between the two countries that controls the growth of the world economy. Because he feels globalization is currently detrimental to us. International trade conducted by China with trading partners are considered unfair. That's because China always got surplus and reap the biggest profit. Tariffs to the government to reduce the US trade deficit and promote manufacturing. On his presidential campaign, imposing tariff is important part in the start of China and US trade war.
President Donald Trump's tariff policy aims to encourage consumers to buy American products through making imported goods more expensive. The US has imposed tariffs on more than $360 billion of Chinese goods, and China has retaliated with tariffs on more than $110 billion of US products. This conflict has disrupted trade flows and dampened global economic growth, thus forcing both USA and China to sign a deal to ease the trade war. The trade pact contains: first, China has committed to increases its US imports by at least $200 billion over 2017 levels, adding purchases of agriculture by $32 billion, manufacturing by $78 billion, energy by $52 billion, and services by $38 billion. Second, China has agreed to take more action against counterfeiting and make it easier for companies to pursue legal action over trade secret theft. Third, the US will maintain up to 25% tariffs on an estimated $360 billion worth of Chinese goods. China, which has collected new tariffs on $100 billion worth of US products, is also expected to maintain the majority of them. Chinese leader called the pact a win-win deal that would help them better relations between the two countries.
World economy. First, as a result of US carrying out import tariff policies, countries outside the US also apply the same policy to the import of US products into their countries. Second, world trade volume slowed significantly as global supply chains disrupted. Third, investment and consumption activities are weakening.
Impact trade war against Indonesia. First, 70 Indonesian export destination countries slow down. It will impact on commodity prices and spec trade balance. Second, trade wars will make it harder for Indonesia to export. Because trade wars occur, the country will reduce production, which impacts Indonesia as an exporter of raw materials. 3. Another impact is that the export of raw materials from Indonesia to China will also decline.
So, in conclusion, trade wars between countries is said to bring more harm than cure. According to the previous experiences, we can say that trade war may bring failure in economic activities, trade tensions, economic downfalls, recession, and inflation. So the solution to this trade war between China and the United States should be solved in an official way, but the agreement is done between the two states. The expectations of the meeting and dialogues is that most cases will be perceived as unfruitful because the official state remains far at hand. Nevertheless, the dialogues, agreements, concessions, signatures, and meeting are the most effective ways of ending the trade wars between China and the United States of America.